Okay. Shall we do the thing? Shall we do the thing? I know ads are about to pop up, but we could always just sit and chat for a hot second. So let's do it. Yo, what's up? How's it going? How's the mic sound? Fred's having delicious butt snack. I almost said butt sex. You see Miss Wisp is hanging out with us tonight. Ooh, 26 tacos. Yum, yum. But yes, I think I fixed the mic. Butt snacks. Butt snacks. Butt snacks. Incredibly different from butt sex. I don't know, guys. I don't know. No, butt snacks. Exactly. Yeah, but let me know how Mike is doing tonight. It was very watery and quiet. I think I might have fixed it, but you know. Wisp is getting settled in, so we'll have Wisp for the evening. It should be good. Mike sounds fine. Good. Because the last two streams, it sounded awful. The last two streams, it sounded absolutely awful. So, hello, friends. How are you? How is your week going? I know it's Monday, so maybe you don't know yet. But I got my paintbrushes. I got my painting. I'm looking at the painting, and I actually think that I need to go over... I think I have to go over a couple of the colors again. So we might have to work backwards a little bit tonight. But I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather this be good. Your mic sounds like a lip gloss ad. I don't know what that means. Is that a good thing? Got an invite to switch to showcase. JJ, that's super cool. That's super cool. I did play around with the high tones, the mid tones, and the low tones, so. I don't know what a lip gloss ad sounds like. I don't know what you mean. But, yeah. Anyhow. Anyhoozle. Shall we get to painting? Let's get to painting. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. I don't know where my buttons are. This one. Okay, you've got Wisp. Having a bath. Having a little bath. Having a good time. You've got my painting of Rupert down here, hanging out. Having needs more paint time. I might need some medium. Yeah, I'm gonna need some medium. Don't look at my butt. Or maybe do look at my butt. Haha. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by it sounds like a lip gloss ad. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, I'm fixing the auto. Because that drives me crazy. go. Okay. Now I should have some pouring medium. Oh no. Oh, I see. I see. I got you. That's pleasant. I didn't know if that was like a quality of a microphone that you were like, that's what your voice sounds like right now. Because that would have been confusing. All right, we're gonna do some mixing of the medium. My paint's thickened up, so I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit. You sound like you have a face for radio. That is rude. It's true, but it's also rude. It can be both. That looks much better. Haha, got him. Got him. I gotta move this. We're gonna put that right there. Hopefully that doesn't impact sound too much. Okay, we're gonna start up here. Oh my god, that paint. Oh, it's so smooth now. It's so smooth and so sexy. Did you guys think you were gonna come here and get talked to about sexy paint? This sexy, smooth, glossy paint. Hey, that's okay. I expect it from you. I mean, I do it to you in your streams. It's only right that you come to mine and repay the favor. How else do your favorite streamers know you like them if you don't ridiculously harass them the entire time you're in their stream, right? I feel like this needs to turn this way a little bit. Sassy, hey. POS. We're not supposed to be talking about smooth, sexy, creamy paint. This smooth and sexy, creamy paint. French be like one of your paint girls. Kaz, are you home or are you still on your trip? Because your trip looked hella cool. Hanging out with wolves? You're home. Okay. I think I need the finer brush. Smoother paint, finer brush. So what was your who was your favorite wolf? What was your favorite wolf? Who was your favorite wolf? I really wanted to play some Paleo this weekend, but I got hyper fixated on baking bread again. It happens. It's okay. Made a Parmesan and sea salt focaccia. And I tried a sourdough loaf that didn't really turn out, so I started another sourdough loaf that also didn't really turn out. And my method is right. So now the only culprit can be the tools, so I'm upgraded some of my tools. And we're gonna try again this weekend with a cheddar herb bread. Lupa is my favorite. She started the midnight howl. Oh. I need to craft, but I can't. I think if I had a craft group, like our workout group, I mean, you could use this time as it. You could. I've thought about doing an online Discord craft night. I started one during COVID, and it kind of dwindled. Nobody wanted to do it on Discord, and I didn't want to host it on Facebook anymore. So it kind of died. But I did have one. But you can always use this time as co-crafting time, for sure. Tarek was a good boy, though. He's a mostly wolf hybrid. Some big dog in him. Oh, he's bred for the snuggling. That's such a nice thing to be bred for. I want to be bred for the snuggles. This is Tarek. What's he good at? Snuggles. Last night I woke up and I had all 3 cats piled on top of me. And it was like, guys, can I have an inch of space? An inch. And I got up to go to the bathroom, and when I came back, they just immediately repiled on top of me. So the answer was no. Pete was just reactivated. Pete just reactivated her with snacks. Candy snacks, not butt snacks. See, Wisp is being her goofy self, where she just about rolls out of her bed. Because she's like, Mama. Mom, I'm over here being cute. Why won't you pet me? I'm out, out, out. No manches. No manches. We have some gray wolves at our zoo here, part of the rehabilitation program, and it is absolutely incredible if you're there when they howl. I did it on Facebook, but my Discord skills are Gen X. See, okay, so here's the thing with Discord, though. I actually find Discord to be so much easier to use than Facebook. I don't know if it's because I grew up using forums a lot. When I was, you know, first on the internet, I used a ton of forums for like all my written roleplay and stuff. But it's literally join the Discord, join the channel they say to go to. The end. Last night my cat didn't sleep with me the first time ever. It turns out because the kid left him closed in the patio. No! Chai! Buddy! I bet he was very grateful to get to see you guys when you came and got him in the morning. Oh, buddy. Poor Chai. Did you figure out what was going on with the race? Were people just coming and leaving, or... was it canceled, or... again? Canceled again, I guess. I know, the poor baby. Couple of wolves who were rescues. Yeah. The Minnesota Zoo is primarily a research and rehabilitation zoo, so... most of the animals that are there because they can't survive in the wild, because they were bred in captivity and have no socialization or skill set to, or they were rescued from poachers or trapping situations and with the hope to return them. Opting for virtual. Okay. Well, I'm glad you still ran. Fred is back on power save mode. Good job, Fred. Good job, Fred. I am a big member of the Fred fan club. I had to wash Marceline's tail today. Marcy has like a little crust on her tail, and I don't know if it's just like a scab or if it's a skin infection or what, but it's healed like most of the way on its own, so we're kind of like waiting to see what happens with it. Because I don't want to pay $100 for them to be like, go home and watch it. So I washed it today with an antifungal, anti-pest, anti-something shampoo that's veterinary recommended. And she made the saddest meows. Like, it reminded me of the meows when I used to give her her shot for her FIP, where it was just like, I know what you're doing is helping me, but I am still just so sad. But I am still just so sad. Races the next 2 Sundays, so I have my warm clothes. Yeah. I need to go outside for a run. I haven't looked at our temperatures for this week. I do need to get outside for a run. I think tomorrow is going to be a treadmill. It's okay. So I'm trying to decide. I know I have to start working some strength back into my routine. I'm going to check the weather right now. I know I have to start putting some strength back into my routine because I've been doing a lot of cardio. But I'm trying to decide if tomorrow I want to lift. I think tomorrow I should lift because I'll get less sweaty lifting. And then Wednesday is hair wash day, so a run makes sense. I've run in the dark before. It's not fun, but I won't do anything more than like 3 miles. I want the daily. Give me the daily. It's gonna be 40 degrees outside tomorrow and Wednesday and 50 on Thursday. All right, so I actually might go for a run. Oh, I don't know that I have the time. I say I might go for a run midday on Thursday during work. Just take my break and go for a shower and run for my lunch break. Oh, I don't know though, because we have stream. Well, maybe if I don't shower, what I could do is go for a run right after work. And then I would be home, take a shower while Korg made dinner, and then be on stream for Palea. Or I could run Wednesday outside, because I said it was supposed to be 44 on Wednesday. I could run Wednesday outside. I can get up in the morning and maybe do yoga, do some stretching, and then go for a run after work on Wednesday. Forty is like 50 degrees warmer than last week. It's more than 50 degrees warmer than last week here, because we were like negative 20, negative 11, negative 5. Like, it was ridiculous. Wait, I can do math. I know how numbers work. I know how negatives work. Shut up. Rose got dry skin right now, so she licks it and then dries it out, and then she licks it more. Yeah, like, I feel like that's what's going on with Marcy's tail, is that she's over grooming it for some reason, and now it's all crusty. Because, like, the only other things that I saw online was an allergic reaction to something, fleas, which she doesn't have, or ringworm. And if she had ringworm, then other cats would have ringworm. Rupert would have ringworm. We'd have signs of ringworm. Like, it's highly contagious. So I don't know. Pay for a PBS membership because their yoga is fire. I didn't know PBS had memberships and that they had yoga. That is now news to me. I usually just do something with yoga with Adrian, but sometimes I get really bored with her yoga. My mind wanders too much. It's too static. I need a little bit of movement with my yoga, or I get bored. ADHD. Wonder if I could change and run on the playground at work. Oh my god, kids would love it. They would. They'd be like, what the heck? I gotta figure out how I'm gonna train for the incline. There is a hill right by me that I might actually just once a week, once it's spring, go and just walk up and down it, because it has various inclines to it, just to get my glutes in line, because my glutes are very weak, because all I do is sit. Volunteer for Boys in the Room that haven't started yet. I kind of think she needs to be a donut head. I don't want to soak her. Oh, yeah. See, that's why I had a problem with washing Marcy's tail, is it's cold. But it dried really quickly. So it ended up being all right. I always had memberships. Oh, no, I meant like that one, that their membership included yoga. I knew they had membership. I just didn't know that there was also yoga involved. You know? Yeah, no. As I talk completely in the opposite direction of the microphone. What's the PBS nightly news one? PBS news, nightly news? I don't know. I'm subscribed to that. Oh, on their app. Oh, okay. My eye is watering and I don't know why. Oh. Yeah, I am a whole 6 miles into my 300-mile goal for the year, so doing great so far. That was sarcasm. Fruitbert? No, Rupert's nicknames are Rupert, Rupert, Dumbass. He gets called Dumbass a lot. It's hard to run right now. Just with it being nighttime and stuff. And the cold and the ice. Like, I realize the cats have a ton of nicknames, and I cannot, off the top of my head, think of any Rupert's nicknames. Other than Dumbass. Because he is a dumbass. Boops. We call him Boops a lot. Boopert. Boops. Wiggle butt. I think it would be hilarious if we did just start calling him Fred out of nowhere. This is my dog Rupert. His nickname is Fred. It's like a streamer that I watch during the day. She's babysitting her parents' dog. And the dog's name is Sully, but somehow the dog has now adopted the nickname Vincenzo or Vinny. Yeah. Then we got into a whole conversation about pet names, so. That's a thing. I called Chai Fred when I text my kid. I don't know why. That's so funny. So we do have a Fred. We have Fred, the OG Fred. And then we have Chai, nicknamed Fred. For some reason. Who knows? I'm sure at one point it made sense. Rupert isn't in here right now, or I would test out Fred on him and see if he bit. Okay, so then I need to call Rupert Chai. Chai is Fred. We're just gonna confuse all of our pets. Puss Puss and Chai Chai. Ooh, authentic Corgi hair in the picture. I think that's Whisper. Excuse me. I gotta get Korg to help me pick out which picture of Chemo we're gonna paint. Because Kima is next. I will have another painting, but I'm gonna be painting most of that off stream. It's a gift for Yorick Rictus. For the holidays, we're gifting them paintings of their animals, and we're doing them through here, so. He's the best. Chai answers okay. He's the best sleep snuggler since he stopped biting my face when I'm asleep. That is a very common thing for cats to do, if you didn't know. They're like, I've decided it's time for you to be awake. Time to get up. Boba's name was Boba Move Fred. Anything really else we just can't have all their names. Oh, I am still so sorry about Boba. I'm so sad for you. Oh, there he is. Hey, Rupert. Will you answer to Chai? He just looked at me like, no, what the hell is that? God dang it. I didn't start stream CC again. I had it on and I didn't start it. I should have a message that comes I should have a message that comes up 10 minutes into stream that's like, hey, cat, have you turned on your CCs yet? His fur is probably in our looks. That's probably true. You're going to be finding fur for decades, I'm certain. Whenever our kitties lose whiskers, I have a little jar on my altar that I put them in. I have a couple of their baby teeth too, somewhere. I can't remember where they are, that I found. One's Rupert's, one is for sure Marceline's, and one's Kima's. I didn't get any of Wisp's. I didn't get any of yours. She swallowed them. And I have a chunk of Marceline fur on my altar because I had to cut it off of her because it was matted. Yeah, I love that. Dagny's are easy to identify because she really just stays in one spot. So if there's a whisker right there, it was Dagny's. You know? Okay. That does look like it fixed everything I wanted it to. So now I actually want to go over a couple of spots just for cleanup. On the lighter color. Ooh, that is real gummy. I really do need like a stirring stick. I had a high school kid in my class today. She'll be there all week. She taught me how to use GPT today. I never used it before. I think GPT is useful in some ways. I actually used GPT today to proofread a SQL query I wrote. Because I couldn't figure out why the join wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And it reminded me that inner joins are a thing. And I was like, haha, yes, of course. I have 3 tables. There's going to be some kind of inner join, isn't there? Duh. I'm coming back in here and I'm just tightening up some of these lines that got a little blurred. Do I need to be this particular? Absolutely not. Oh, yeah. I don't. I just tell it what to do. Sometimes if it gives me a really good answer, I'll say thank you. But I say thank you to Siri or Alexa. I'm sorry, I said the nasty A woman's name and Rupert had to go running out of the room. He is terrified of Alexa. Anytime I say Alexa, he is like, I'm out of here. Call me when it's over. Which is funny because a lot of the times with her, what I'll do is I'll say, hey, Alexa, is such and such okay for dogs to eat? Because I'm like chopping food. And I want to know, like, can I give him some raspberries? So it's like, yeah. I mean, I get it's a disembodied voice. I get it. But also, I just find it really funny. I probably shouldn't laugh at his misfortune, I suppose. Closed captions keep automatically turning off, so I hope they are. Really? Huh. Mine keep showing up, so. Or mine, it's showing me output, so. Hopefully, if it's showing me output, that means they are still working. Oh, it turns off after stream, so I have to turn it back on. Ah, that's why I said I can't ever remember to turn them on, so I gotta have like a wait 10 minutes and then send me a message. Something. I'm sure I can program it somehow with the mix it up. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, now we're going back. I feel silly going over the colors, but it really does help. What's up, Boops? Mixy time. Mix, mix, mix. I actually probably shouldn't mix over the canvas. That's probably a dumb thing to do, wouldn't you think? Me and a couple friends are doing a recipe exchange monthly where we're gonna cook a couple portions and share them, each of a different meal, so we all can try stuff that's new. And I am going to make bread to go along with mine, and I'm really excited about that. He could. So the first recipe that I'm gonna make for everybody is pozole verde, because I fucking love pozole verde, especially in the winter. And I'm gonna make some Mexican rolls to go with it, and I'm real excited about it. I can't remember what they were called, but I saved them on Samsung Food. Does anyone else here use Samsung Food? I love that app. Like all my recipes are there now. And I'm excited to make new bread. They're yeasted rolls. They're yeasted rolls, so... I could use sourdough starter in them, but I'm not going to. I also, already have the bread I want to make this weekend planned out. What I'm gonna do this weekend is I have a recipe for cheese and herb sourdough loaf. So we're gonna have cheese and herb sourdough loaf, and I'm going to make a homemade cream of tomato bisque, or creamy tomato bisque, to go with it. My niece used how to starter in 5 days. Yeah, it's actually supposed to be way better for people with inflammatory responses because of the fermentation. It's also lower on the glycemic index for people who have diabetes. Carne asada. Hi, Desi. I also feel like a lot of people who go to Europe have no inflammatory response when it comes to breads, and I think it's because of fewer preservatives and all of that. So if you're making bread, like my bread has 4 ingredients. It's 4 ingredients. It's flour, it's yeast, it's water, and it's salt. That's it. It's so much easier for your body to digest that. I had a moment of, oh no, I'm ruined for regular bread, because I make our sandwich loaves now, or at least I have for the last 2 times we've kneaded bread. And I ate a piece of regular bread because we had to eat it up because we had a little bit left in the house, and all I could taste was chemicals. It just tasted, the bread itself tasted like plastic, and I hated it. And so, because I have the availability to make my own bread, I do. And until the ADHD excitement wears off, it is a thing we are doing right now. I don't know that it will, though. I did decide when I was working out this weekend, because I was watching a sourdough recipe guide when I was running on the treadmill during our workout this weekend. I decided I was gonna make my own butter this week because it's really easy and I want to try it. I haven't made my own butter since like elementary school, so. And nothing that's not supposed to go there. That's fine. Nothing sounds better to me than a warm piece of homemade sourdough with some homemade salted butter. You know, that just sounds great. And the nice thing with sandwich bread too is you can make sandwich bread with sourdough starter to make it naturally fermented so that you have less of a reaction to it. If you continue to not have a reaction to the sourdough, that could be something to check out. I also find homemade bread to be a lot more filling. Like I need a lot less of it to feel satisfied. I feel like the last couple of streams we've just talked about bread. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, there's so much like stabilizer and stuff in gluten-free bread. So if your reaction isn't necessarily because of the gluten, then I started dehydrating my starter too, in case I kill it, and then I have some dehydrated. And then if friends want starter, I can mail them starter or give them starter or whatever. All you have to do is rehydrate it with some water and then start feeding it, and it should reactivate. So that's fun. It was so bad they thought I had arthritis, and then I stopped when I cut the gluten. See, that's the thing too, is something in there was inflammatory for sure. I keep seeing people talking about, you know, being on lower inflammatory diets with ADHD and things like that, because we tend to have higher mast cell activations and histamine reactions. But I feel better eating my own bread. So part of me wonders if it's more, at least for me, a reaction to the chemicals and binders and preservatives that are in our production than it is really being bread itself or gluten, or we'll see. No wheat and my shoes fit. Wheat in my feet are biggest was wow, that is a lot of water retention. That's very inflamed. I love that. Well, I hope that that works and you can get back to non-gluten-free bread, because life is better. Life is better without gluten-free bread. I only say that because I do think gluten-free bread is kind of sad. Not that I'm not belittling people who do indeed have to eat it. I know a lot of people who eat it because it's trendy to be like, no, I don't do gluten. Like, yeah, but man, just why would you choose to willingly eat gluten-free bread if it wasn't just because your body said no to it, you know? My body says no to regular bread, therefore I eat gluten-free bread, rather than I choose to eat gluten-free bread because I want to. To each their own, taste is subjective. I understand. But I love bread. They're putting chemicals in the bread that's turning our stomachs gay. Turn our freaking stomachs gay. Turn our stomachs gay. Do you understand me? Do we need to have they're putting chemicals in the water rave? Yeah, it's not really a whim. It's that you really don't want to. That's like, I get really annoyed with people who are like, oh, I'm sensitive to gluten, when they're not. Oh, I might be sensitive to gluten, so I don't eat it. Like, well, yeah, most people do indeed feel better if they're not eating a ton of gluten or processed wheat. You do, because processed wheat makes you retain water. Most people will feel better if they eat less of it. The hard thing here, though, and this is me going to get a little bit preachy, the hard thing here, though, is that processed bread tends to be pretty cheap and easy and quick and accessible to eat. So we do. So you're taking a thing that's hard to digest and eating a lot of it and then saying that you're allergic to gluten or gluten is rough for you or I can't eat that because I am wheat sensitive, when really it's just maybe you're eating too much refined carb. They thought they had arthritis. It was so bad. Man, that is just so rough. I really hope the sourdough works out for you. I really do. And not just because I'm a sourdough girly and I'm on team sourdough. I'm not one of those people, like there's so many people in the sourdough groups who talk about, oh, and I can eat all of this because it's gut healthy. It's healthy for me because it's sourdough. I'm like, it's still bread, guys. It's still bread. Let's be real. It's better for you. That doesn't mean it's good. How long, back to my thought earlier that I had, how long, Runner 5, when you do the incline, does it take you? And do you go to all the way to the tippy top? I mean, not all the way to the top of Pike's Peak, but to the top of the incline path? Used to be my age, so 55 minutes to the top when I was 55. Now it's 72 to the top of the stairs, but you're not 72. That's not bad. I think because I'm not used to the altitude, it's gonna take me longer. Because Minnesota is hella flat. So I don't know how else to train for the altitude other than to come out early and give my blood a day or two to fatten up. It's a goal, not a rule, yeah. There's no way I'm making it to the top in 40 minutes, that's for sure. I'm glad I went back over these. It looks so much nicer. I really thought 3 coats was gonna be enough, but I guess maybe with the paint being a little thicker, it was just not coating the canvas as well. I can train for the actual incline itself. I can go, like I said, I can go to the park and go up and down that hill. It's the altitude I'm worried about because I did a hike in Tahoe. It was a moderate trail. It wasn't anything too crazy. And I made it a half mile before I was like, I literally cannot, I can't keep doing this. Like, I feel like I'm going to die. Granted, I wasn't in great shape. I'm not in great shape now, but I wasn't in great shape when I did that, so. Okay. Okay. Should I do? I probably should do those other two as well. So I got to do 5 and 6, but they're not very. There's not much there. This is one that was still pretty thin. I was rushing through these last time, so I'm not surprised. What you doing, Boots? I got over a year to train for it. The goal is to make it up. I think I would also like to make it back down. I've seen some people say that going back down takes them longer. I only do it for the bar trail down. So it's a pretty, is it a nice trail? Is it pretty or? We never go down the stairs. They actually, yeah, I've heard that it's dangerous to go down the stairs. It's so pretty. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to Garden of the Gods. It's been one of my goal parks for a while. We're gonna see too if there's a cool show at Red Rocks that we'll drive out for, but it's over a year away, so Red Rocks doesn't even know who's playing at Red Rocks, you know what I mean? So we'll probably look early in 2026 to see who will be playing there, or late 25. And I know it's like over an hour drive away, but I'm guessing at least one of us will have driven to get out there. So my friends that are coming up to do the incline are coming up from Texas. I don't know, some of them are not coming from Texas. I don't know where they're coming from because I actually don't know them. They're part of a different fitness group that I'm a part of. Got an ad coming up. Hang tight. Take a stretch. Get a snack. Have some water. But please do stick around. Keep sticking my finger in the paint. I was watching Yellow Jackets this weekend because the new season comes out in March, I believe. Beginning of March. And I never finished season 2. I actually never finished season 1. I watched the first couple of episodes and then I forgot that it was a show I was watching. For like a year. So I finally logged back in to Netflix and was like, what's in my list? And saw it and was like, I should probably finish that. There's a new season coming out. I saw an interview with Ella Parnell that reminded me that it was a show I had started. So I got through the first like third of season 2 and finished season 1 finally. There's a lot of shows I want to watch right now, but every time I sit down to watch TV, I'm just like, I don't wanna. I really need to get back in the habit of reading before bed again. All right. Now we get to work on technically not new stuff, but yeah, it still looks creamy enough. Don't need to thin it out, I don't think. Where should I start? I think I'm gonna start over here since this is all drying. Yeah, this is gonna need a couple coats still. This might need 2 more coats. So maybe while that one's drying, we'll do 8 and then come back. So we can at least get some new colors written down, right? Written down? Laid down? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Welcome back from ads. I hope you got a snack and had a stretch and all that fun stuff. What are you guys watching right now? I started watching more Claire Saffett and Brad Leone YouTubes. I miss cooking videos. I miss learning about cooking. What I really like is chefs or whatever that teach you not just how to do it, but why. Like, why are they doing it this particular way? So as you can imagine, I really liked Alton Brown. But from the Bon Appetit world, before Bon Appetit kind of imploded on itself, I really liked Claire Saffitz and Brad Leone, because they really get into like, this is the method and why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm making this choice to do it this way, and visually this is what I'm looking for, and this is the texture I'm looking for, and blah blah blah. So you don't just like, anyone can follow a recipe, but if you don't explain to people why certain things happen, like when you're baking and you screw up the amounts of baking soda over baking powder, like what does that do? How is that affecting your batter? How is that affecting your recipe? Did you ruin it? Or will you just get a different result? Or does it affect nothing? I like to know that kind of stuff when it comes to like, what am I cooking? Why am I cooking it this way? You know, when we say cook it for 5 minutes, is it cook it for 5 minutes period, like it's always going to be 5 minutes? Or is it cook it for 5 minutes and what I'm looking for in texture or in vision or in smell to indicate it's done is this? Because, you know, my oven cooks hotter than a lot of ovens. Or, you know, aluminum pan versus a ceramic pan may cook at a different temperature or hold temperature differently. So what am I looking for? Whoa, shit, it's Yorick. Whoa, shit, it's Yorick. He thinks. I just realized I gotta turn something off on Stream Elements. 37 months. That's a lot of months. That's a lot of months. Long time no see, nerds. Yeah, where the hell you been? I've been here, so. BBC's Robin Hood. I've never watched that one. Literally everything all the time. I don't believe you. But I am painting your son right now. So. Oh, this is one of those weird songs that just ends out of nowhere for some reason. York's cat is mostly going to be painted off stream, or probably completely painted off stream. Oh, we'll get a Kima painting so we can do that. I can hear this painting. Can you? Does it go bork, 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 bork? Love you too. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me. Does it spin around in circles and bark a lot? I'm really excited to do your biscuit painting. I can't wait to get the shipping notification. I'm so excited. My little squee machine. She's just so squeaky and so cute. Oh yeah, we'll figure out a cool place because we'll want to put Saucy and Biscuit together, I'm sure. We'll put them somewhere together. Right in the shitter. How about in the toilet? And by in the toilet, I meant in the bathroom. No, you want them out. You wanna have them on display. because reasons. So you can be like, hey, I know 2 sick babes who made these for me. Butt babes. Butt babes in your area looking to hook up. That's for sure. Every time I drive by the ski hill, I always look to see if anyone needs shit, and nobody has. Aww. So that reminded me, I don't know why, there's a random TikTok page that I follow. I can't even remember their names, but these 2 dudes in Germany. So in Germany, if you are speeding, they have these cameras that will flash really bright at you to get your attention and have you slow down. And there's these 2 dudes who pick spots. They just go drive to a spot and they sit outside on the side of the road with their beers and wait for a car to go speeding by. And the second it flashes them, they cheer, they clink their glasses, and they take a drink. And I'm like, man, the simpler times in life. That just sounds like a good way to spend an evening with a friend. Going live on TikTok to sit by German speed traps and drink every time someone gets flashed. And it's funny when they think somebody is approaching that might be speeding, they're like, oh, 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 oh. Man, I miss Germany. I miss Germany. Yeah, but the whole thing isn't the Autobahn. The whole thing isn't the Autobahn. This is like in residential areas. Well, not even residential, but like, it'd be like somebody's speeding down Main Street in Blaine. It's one of those random TikToks that accounts that I don't know. I think I heard of it from another creator who's just like, if you need a break from your typical timeline, go follow these guys because they're great. And they are. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to super duper dry, we're gonna do 8, I think. Excuse you. Little fruit fly. God, I hope it's a fruit fly. I swear to God, if there's fleas in this house again. I've never hated anything more than I hated fleas. God damn, I hated fleas. It didn't look like a flea though, it looked like a fruit fly. This is a very dark brown. A very dark brown. I know, that was our experience. And when we thought we got rid of them, I found out Dagny had them. That was awful. I mean, and the poor kitten that we took in that had the fleas, oh, we gave her flea baths, and we finally got her into the vet to get flea meds. And then all the other animals had to be on flea meds, and that was really expensive. And then we had fleas in our bed because we thought she was free of fleas, so we brought her into our bed to hang out. And lo and behold, she was not free of fleas. That sucked. Yesterday, I let Rupert out to go to the bathroom, and I caught him in the yard eating something. And when I asked, like, I was like, bro, what do you got? He horked it down, like full on goosed it and horked it down. No idea what it was. It kind of looked like it might have been a dead bird. My guess is it's something that the squirrels dropped. My guess is it was something the squirrels dropped, because the squirrels in our trees have dropped so many treats for him. That's how he brought a deer vertebrae to us. And a rib cage of something. Ooh, I just got dizzy. What do you mean, what about now, Twitch chat? See, you show up on the screen now. You show up on the screen now. Oh, you lost chat for a second. I'm getting his eyeliner up. You're getting his eyeliner all filled in. Oh, by the way, I have a Costco membership now, so if anyone ever needs to go to Costco, just let me know. We can go to Costco. Unless they strike this week, then we will stand in solidarity and not go. But the Teamsters are usually pretty good about negotiations, so. I'm hoping that they'll deal be all handled. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with the 10-pound bag of friggin' flour. I got containers for 5-pound bags. It should show up in the picture. They're pretty good about catching those things. If it showed up in the picture that I sent them, then they'll usually catch it. Sausage is a diva. Sausage is a diva. He seems a lot more social. Like, he seems pretty confident in the new place, which is nice. Absolute snuggle boy. So he's clearly very happy. He's clearly very happy. Which is good. Good for him. I still can't get over Teddy walking down the stairs, looking at me and being like, nope, and just turning around. Like mid-step, just nope, I'm out of here. That was so funny. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, it was almost like too perfect to have not been completely scripted. Maddie and I both had a real good chuckle about it. His two moods are terrified and affectionate. I mean, but honestly, same. My two moods are anxiety and... anxiety. I guess, no, I can't even say affectionate because it's been mostly anxiety lately. Lately, my two moods are terrified and bread. Those are my two moods lately. Stress and frustration, yeah. Hopefully you're still feeling well after feeling sick over the weekend, or at the end of the week at least. There's a lot of junk going around right now. York, Kaz got to go hang out with like real ass wolves this weekend. They got to go hang out with wolves and it was really cool. Politically educating people is what's giving me gray hair because I'm doing it all the time every day. Dude, take a break. Take a break from it. You can't pour from an empty cup, and if it's causing you that much stress, you're not going to be able to do as good of a job. So take a break. I mean, you can, though. You can maybe not completely stop, but you can control how long before you take a break from a conversation, or how in-depth you're going to get into a conversation, or how heated you're going to get in a conversation. Or if you're having the same conversations over and over again, maybe put together a pamphlet or a list of videos that you can just be like, hey, educate yourself. Here's some things. I'm going back to what I was doing. Terrible thing about it is that I enjoy every second. Well, if you're enjoying it, then why are you feeling frustrated? I know it's a both and type situation where you can be frustrated and enjoying it. I know. I have some paragraphs that I've written out that I've been copying, pasting. Like, how do I get involved? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, I used some of your talking points when my boss was asking me how to help her son, who is feeling really helpless because he's not like a protest. I can't be a protest person. So how do I fight back? And I started talking about mutual aid and community projects and things like that. And they were very appreciative of that. Like, volunteer at your local food shelf, do some community work for a women's shelter in your area, offer your services to a small nonprofit that's trying to get the word out about something, you know, do the mutual aid things. Right, but I feel like people who are just kind of coming into maybe politics for the first time and or resistance feel like what they always see is join a protest and things like that. So if that's what they see as resistance and they don't understand that community work is actually equally, if not more important, because one of the things, now we're not going to go into this too detailed and too in depth, but one of the things in starting a resistance or starting your own revolution style thing is when the citizens can take better care of themselves than the government can, that's when things usually change. I gotta go back to the other brown. to write your first book. Well, your essay was beautifully written, so I believe in you. You can do it. I know you can. I have also decided that I would like to write a book. It may or may not ever get published or see the light of day, but I've got a concept in my head that made me laugh, and I want to see if I can write it, so I'm gonna. It's a romance novel. No, because someone will steal my idea. Oh my god, did I tell you? Okay, I don't know if I've ever told this story on stream before, because it like legitimately. What was that movie with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence with the space? They were on the space thing. And they were in space. They were in space. No, it's just the two of them. I think it's Passengers. I think you're right. Yeah, it's Passengers. Okay. I legitimately shit you not. I shit you not. My friends and I in college were doing a written RPG on a forum. And we had, for over a year, written this story about like Earth was basically on its last legs. Like it was basically a nuclear winter, get out of here now or we're all gonna die sort of situation. And they picked, you know, the smartest, the healthiest, the whateverest people, and they threw 500,000 people basically into cryo. And so all of the people live on this ship in cryo, except for the crew that is operating the ship. And so my character was a psychologist, therapist, because the reasoning was that they figured all the people, so there was 8 people running the ship. Of the 8 people running the ship, they know that they are going to essentially die on this mission, and everyone else is going to live. Like their friends, their loved ones, whoever's on the ship, they're all going to live. But the crew will most likely either die out before they get to their official landing place or whatever. So the psychologist was there to kind of help people deal with that. That was my role. I had a secondary role too, because what happened was we were having this great time writing the story, and then out of nowhere, we decided that something happened and the cryo locks start breaking basically. So small sections of the pod start waking up and we don't know why. And so our conflict in that moment is trying to figure out if there's something wrong with the ship or if it was sabotaged. And we find out that one of the characters who had been seeing me, the therapist, basically thought it was unfair that they all, like every single person in cryo, would get to live. And so they were sabotaging the system. And people were starting to wake up as this person kept sabotaging things. And so it was this whole chaos of like trying to figure out who was sabotaging it, how to stop it, how to keep most people in cryo still. And then my second character ended up being one of the girls who woke up from cryo. And Yeah, basically Among Us in space, but in written form. And when I first was watching like the premise of Passenger, there's a part of me that's like, did someone just fucking AI scrub our forum? Like when we abandoned it, did somebody just scrub it and start just like, ooh, this would be a good idea. Oh, what if it was just 2 people? What if it was just 2 people on the ship and one guy was doomed and running it and he got lonely and fell in love with the passenger and wanted to like bring her back or whatever? And I was like, are you kidding me? There's so many creepy like similarities. Like I can't, the story's on a disc somewhere and I swear to God, if I can ever get it and show you guys, it's just like, did somebody read our forum and then write Passengers? It was so crazy. And also, hello. And like once the forum was dead, like I got everybody's permission because at the time I still was gonna write a novel. I was into, I'm gonna write a novel someday. I got everybody's permission to use the intellectual property of their characters and the story we had been building to like write a book based on that forum, but I never did. I never got around to it because it was a really cool story. It was one of my favorite written RPGs I was a part of. Oops, sorry. After that one died off, we started another one that was basically like kind of like a faction-based fantasy story. And in that story, the Seraphims were starting a war with the demigods. And so I had a character named Ares who was a general in the war. He was a demigod, half wolf, half human type character. And he was a begrudging general in the war. Like it was a family thing. It was my dad was a general, so I have to be a general type situation. So he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be fighting it. And of course he falls in love with one of the Seraphim, which is 1 forbidden and 2 they're at war. So you know how that goes. And then in the midst of all of that, there are humans who are just like, the fuck is going on? It was a very fun story as well. There is still time. You are correct. I feel like fantasy books and sci-fi books take so much world building though. And I don't know that I have the patience to do the world building. At least when you write something that is based in reality, you don't have to like reinvent society or the way things are. I mean, you can, but you don't have to, you know? So there is a part of me that's like, maybe, but I feel like at least with the story, the spacey story, I don't know if I would tell it just from the psychologist's point of view, or if I would switch perspectives with characters. Or maybe it would be one of those, because the way that we broke the forum up was before and after. So there was, everything's kind of going normal day to day. And then there was after Cryo started going offline. It's also very The 100. If you guys have ever seen The 100. I had some feelings about that as well. And some of the similarities to our story at the very end of 100. I'm gonna be real boring, and I'm going to be writing about its politics, real world politics. Right. BC before cryo, exactly. Isaac gets it. Ah! No, ew. Big clump. I don't want no clumps. I also realized that I don't sing the song from Ice King when he was Simon to Marceline ever to my Marcy Kitty, and I should. Random thoughts with Cat. A clump is some paint that don't get no love from me. Hanging on my paintbrush side. All right, got to dip out for a little bit. I'm gonna try to come back before you're done. Well, you have less than an hour. Mm-hmm. Bet. We have actually about exactly an hour. Me too. I'm glad that I think I fixed my mic from sounding like I was underwater garbage. I learned about audio design this weekend. And I learned how to make our Extra Life mic sound a lot better, so that's good. That'll be good for this year. No! Sticking my finger right in the paint. How you doing, Isaac? Soul Munchies. Hello. How you doing? How you doing, friend? Welcome on in. Sorry, I'm getting super up close and personal with this painting at the moment. My brain just was like, wait a second, what color are we painting? Dark brown. We're doing dark brown. Then we're going back to the dark brown. Doing okay at the moment. We've been having a good conversation about baking bread and writing books. All that fun stuff. Tired, yo. I went to a search and rescue exercise over the weekend and I didn't sleep for shit in the hotel. So, like, were you actually search and rescuing, or were you, like, learning what to do if you were called upon to do a search and rescue? I think tonight before bed, I'm gonna start Fourth Wing. It was gonna be my airplane book, but I'm kind of getting annoyed with making myself wait to start reading it. Like, there's no reason I can't read it. Like, I can't. There's a part of me that's like, there's no way I'm gonna finish it on this trip, but we do have a lot of layover time. So what I want to do is bring my Steam Deck so Actually, maybe I'll bring my Switch so that I can play Balatro and maybe, well, Paleo needs the internet, but I can play Balatro and I can play Stitched. If I get bored of reading. I'm considering not bringing a craft project. Is that weird? I feel like somebody should check my temperature or see if maybe I've been kidnapped or body snatched. However, I did find a really cute pattern for a cat ear hat that I might try. Do it. It was an exercise, so we were actually searching. I was requalifying on the radio. Oh, neat. Yeah, and I actually think that I might bring my book stand too, so I could be knitting and reading. It's where audiobooks come in handy too, but I have a goal this year to read physical books. Audiobooks are great and I won't not read them, but they won't count towards that goal because I want more time with physical books. Not for any reason where it's like, oh, I don't think audiobooks are real reading. Audiobooks is real reading. It's real reading. Deal with it. It's more a forced sitting to focus thing. Asking for a friend. Hi, hello, how are you? No crafts, or what even a cat. Exactly. So I think I'm gonna make a cat ear hat out of that really pretty yarn. Hang on, let me grab it. I didn't show it to you last time. So this is the yarn. It's like, it's like purples and oranges and browns, and it's really pretty. So it's already wound. I could just take it with me and do it. It has cables in it though. I hate cables. I suppose I don't have to do the cables, but the cables are really pretty. I can turn a heel on a pair of socks, but I hate doing cables, which is so funny because there's so many people I know who love cables and cannot turn the heel on a sock to save their life. So, guess I'm special. My brain has always kind of worked the opposite way of people in general. If the status is quo, then I am not quo when it comes to the way that I process data or input. It's just kind of always been how it is. It's always been a little bit like, I've never thought about it that way. So, completely not shocking to have gotten the ADHD diagnosis later in life, right? You don't think like other people. No, really? Yeah, that's true. That's a really good point. And actually, the thing for me is I haven't been. Hi, Marceline. I haven't knit something in ages. I just also really don't like to be bored. And we have like an hour and a half layover for both of our flights. So there's a part of me that's like, in an effort to not be bored, should I just bring something with me just in case? You know? Should I have a book and my Switch and something to knit just in case. Because if I get sick of playing Balatro and I get sick of reading, then what am I gonna do? I don't like being bored. I both thank and blame my mom for that, because when we were kids, whenever we would go somewhere, we always had to pack an activity bag. And I usually had like coloring books and stuff in mine. We always had to have a bag of stuff to do. And I hate being bored. I cannot stand being bored. Practicing being bored is brutal yet necessary. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. But it's hard with ADHD, man. Hi, baby girl. Where are you? Hi. Kaz, Marcy's here. Marcy's here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe 4 hours at a time isn't where we start. Marcy. Marcy got her tail washed today. Oh, yeah, 4 hours is a lot of exposure therapy. I just about drank paint medium. Chugging a monster before bedtime like a true ADHDer. Right, where are we wet right now? Over here, so let's start over here. She ran away already. I think she was just coming to see if the cat tree was open. And Wisp is still up there. Aren't ya? Yeah. Took me 2 years of working a therapist to be able to meditate and not be tortured. Yes! That's one of the things too, that the best thing I learned, it wasn't from a therapist, it was from a Reiki instructor, was that the point of meditation is not for your head to be empty and free of thought. Because I always felt like I was doing it wrong because my mind was wandering all the time. And once I realized that I was being a little too autistic about it, I started enjoying it a bit more. I actually think part of my problem with meditation in general tends to be that I am uncomfortable with my thoughts. And isn't that actually the point of meditation, is to get comfortable with your thoughts? Like sitting alone with my thoughts, sorry. Sitting alone with my thoughts causes a lot of anxiety. And I think that's part of meditation, is learning to be okay with that. I need to complain to my medical marijuana prescribers because they put me on a hybrid to help me sleep, but I have ADHD. That's the hard thing with whenever I've gone to a store or tried to get suggestions from people about strains that are supposedly good. Most people with inattentive ADHD flip responses. So your response to, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, take an indica if you want to chill out or whatever. It's the opposite with an ADHD brain for a lot of things, especially if it's a blend that's higher on one side over the other. Ooh, Something's happened with my computer. Should be okay. Yeah, exactly. Not judging those thoughts and not judging yourself for, you know, sitting with them and being uncomfortable with them and feeling them. It's hard. I hear you. I actually should look to see, because my favorite strain is Mandarin cookies, and it is one that didn't necessarily make me sleepy, but it made me feel very like relaxed and social and like I could handle shit. It's good to know I'm not alone. I'm glad. I'm not glad that you also dealt with it, but I'm glad to know that there are other people who have experienced the same thing. I think in my own like personal mental health journey, that was one of the very first lessons that was kind of hard to grasp. And it was one of those steps in the self-awareness journey, which is that your experiences are not unique. The way that you're feeling is not unique. We're kind of told growing up that everything that we do and we feel that they're all unique. Oh, it's just this unique. But it's not. It's not unique. And perhaps the situation in which you are feeling is, but a lot of the times, we feel like we're the only person who's ever felt, or the only person who's ever experienced, and the only person who's ever done. And we're not. And I think kind of for me, grasping that and understanding that as a whole was really grounding. Because when I was getting overwhelmed with nobody could ever understand how I feel, nobody's ever felt this way before, nobody's ever been here before, it kind of helped to understand that no, there are plenty of people in the world who have felt as hopeless as I feel, or as lost as I feel, or as overwhelmed as I feel. And that actually made it feel better to know that I'm not alone in what I'm thinking and feeling. I'm not alone in how I'm processing these things. And that part of the human experience is that so many of us experience the same things. It's just we don't know how to talk about them. And we don't know how to process them, because emotions are often seen as such a weakness. I'm getting all philosophical on you guys here now, and that's okay. I love it. Exactly. Life is hard. You're not meant to take it alone. Humans have always been pack animals. Ah, there's an ad starting. I'm sorry. Hang out. I'll quit waxing poetic while you're gone. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. I forget what I was talking about anyways. ADHD's fun. I guess in general, it's just realizing that your experiences can both feel unique and not be unique at all. Now I want to paint that side, but I have all the wet paint over here. You didn't think this through, Cat. Good job. We'll have to see, because it looks like This medium brown is gonna need one more coat, it looks like. Baby girl, how you doing? Oh, I got a slow blink. I got a slow blink. I love when I get a slow blink from the kitty. I love that. The ad did hit really late. You're true. It's true. Sometimes it doesn't pop off. I forgot to draw a tarot card for myself this morning. That's okay. I was distracted. Welcome back, I think. I think you're back. I don't know, that ad hit, like you said, that ad hit real late. There it is. None of that, like all of that was all messed up. All that was all messed up. Welcome back. The way you experience life is valid and important to remember that our lens on life is tinted with our past experiences. That's true. That is true. Our lives are simultaneously completely unique and not unique at all. Like, I feel like that was just such a helpful thing to sort of learn in becoming self-aware. Desi, congrats. Oh, there it is. It showed up. It finally showed up. Well, son of a fuck? Hang on. It finally showed up. Holy smokes, she says in her best Minnesotan accent. They haven't shown up for like 2 weeks. Finally. Yeah, if you're hanging out here for the first time, or if you're a long-time lurker, what do you guys like to do for your hobbies? What do you like to do in your spare time? Other than listen to me wax like philosophic. It's so very funny how I've heard more people from Wisconsin speak that way than this. It's true, actually. Northern Wisconsin is much more the Yooper accent is like upper peninsula of Michigan. The Yooper accent is very strong. To me, I find it just to be more northern in general. So like northern Minnesota, you get more of it. North Dakota, very much so. The funny thing is I feel like I slide into it as part of my customer service voice. Not that I have to do a lot of customer service, but when it's like, I need to play nice with somebody or pretend to be nice. It's that. It slips into that so easily. I tend to like to learn new techniques. So get really good at crocheting one way and then learn a new technique within crochet or something like that. Oh, gee golly, and cornflakes for crying out loud. Oh, gee golly, gosh darn. You guys better wait here. I gotta go take this hot dish down over to Susie at the church bazaar. And when we get back, we'll put the pot roast on. In video games, crafting, cooking. I love that. I love that. It's like just adding new knowledge to a thing that you've already kind of gotten into. I love that. It's very, very cool. Conflicting emotions about this. I don't understand. There it is. There it is. Ah! Aha! I can put it where I want it, which is right here. Enjoy your tabby cat tier. It's also the wrong font, so I know that something's been up with Mix It Up, clearly. That's not even using the font that I have installed for it. I'll have to check that out. It's for the best you don't. Okay. I'm guessing my thick Minnesota accent. I say Minnesota like a Minnesotan. We'll go out onto the boat and we'll go on the lake. And maybe when we come home, we'll have a fish fry, huh? Uper dialect. See, and that's the funny thing too, is like in Fargo, they had that really thick northern accent when they talked to some of the people, and it's like, oh, Fargo, but I grew up in White Bear Lake. Go Bears. Well, funny things, I grew up in White Bear Lake. And it's Fargo, so it's about North Dakota. It's not even about Minnesota. So when people are like, oh yeah, the Minnesota accent in Fargo, like, Fargo's in North Dakota. Fish fry, yeah. We're gonna have a fish fry. I was gonna say your normal voice sounds actually, it does. It sounds very, to me, my normal voice is very Minnesotan. I have the long O's. I know that. Is it, everyone always wants Minnesotans to say things like bag. Boat. Boot. Hydrate! Okay, the only thing I have to hydrate with is my monster. Everybody else, hail hydrate. Grab a slug of your beverage. Yeah, I'm a lifelong Minnesotan. Hydrating with coffee. Hey, coffee is water in it. I'll let it count. How you doing tonight, Intent Dude? Yeah, this is the last coat of this brown. Wasn't until I had a mission trip with people all over the US could we tell the super small. I bet. I have a friend who moved out to Kentucky and developed a Kentucky accent, but it has the slightest bit of Minnesota twang. Oh, sorry, I was just asking how you were doing. You are multitasking. Almost done with Luma. That's amazing. That'll feel good to finish, I'm sure. Are you gonna be sad when it's done? I still want to get really good at the transatlantic accent because I just think it's fun. Even though it's really kind of dead and nobody uses it anymore. Other than for characters. I've always thought it was a really fun accent. Looking forward to being done. Good, I'm glad. But I'm glad you're going to be there. You can become a VO for exactly for 30 newscasts. Or I can impersonate Alistair. The transatlantic accent, so I can't do it. It's one that I want to learn how to do. But if you ever think of like the 1930s black and white, this just in type of like voice. Thank you, Isaac. Is it easy for you? Yeah, it's one that I have to think about really hard to do, and I don't know why. Yes, Kitty Cam. This is Wisp. She's getting to the point of the night where she might run away now, though. She usually runs away right about now because it's about the time I start getting ready for bed. Well, not start, but it's when she starts doing the "you're getting ready for bed now" routine. Hi, honey. Oh no, she's gonna flop. She's gonna flop. I love that. She gonna flop. She flopped. Now I have to paint with one hand and pet the kitty with another. My life is so horrible. My life is so horrible. They're pretty good about staying away from my keyboard. I have 4 cats and obviously a Corgi. This is my doggo Rupert. You can't see him, but you can see my painting of him. He's not even in here right now. Everybody do the flop. She's like, please, mom. More pets. Says, give me more pets. Yeah, so we are getting pretty close to finishing this painting. I will be doing Kima next. I'm really having a good time painting these on stream. I know that normally I crochet or do other crafty things, but I've been having such a good time painting these with you guys. You can't see him, but you can hear him literally anytime someone comes within 20 feet of the door. I know, if the neighbor sneezes and Rupert has to bark. Yeah. All right, do I think the dark brown needs another coat? I think for good measure, I'll do it. I think for good measure, I'll do it. Excuse me. There he is. Apparently, he was laying in the hallway. Oh, I got black hats here. See, that's not the right font. It's driving me crazy. Hi, Dennis. Concerned dog, yes. I'm okay. The world is a lot at the moment, but I'm surviving. I'm alive. How about that? The world can't be too terrible because I'm going to Disney soon, so. My friend is getting married down in Florida, in Orlando. So we'll get some time to go. Go to the parks. While we're there visiting. I'll be near you? Yeah, I know. But we're only going to the one spot, Isaac. Florida's not my favorite place. Alas, my friend is getting married, so I will be there to support her. Even Floridians don't like Florida. It's true. You're near Tampa. I'll be in Orlando. Florida man. Yeah. Florida man sure has a heck of a time there, doesn't he? Doesn't he? I'm just excited I get to ride Tower of Terror again, even if my husband won't ride it with me. It makes me sad, but... there ain't no way I'm gonna go and not ride it if I can, so. I want to ride Rock and Roller Coaster one more time too, because like it's not gonna be Rock and Roller Coaster by the time we ever get back. It actually looks like it's gonna be too hot, and I'm kind of upset about it. It was gonna be in the low 70s, and now it's supposed to be like 79, 80 degrees. And I'm like, could you not? Give me a sunny 72, and I'm perfectly happy. I need to fix that font. That font is making me cranky. I'd be in shorts at a sunny 40s at this point. Ah. So Munchies, you are not incorrect. It's supposed to be 37 and it's supposed to be 50 here on Thursday. I don't even know what to do with that. Like, we've had like no snow this winter so far. And so I'm either worried it's going to be a long winter and we're going to just get slammed and have snow until June, or I'm worried that we're not getting any snow and we're going to have a drought to start spring out. I know. It just sounds beautiful, doesn't it? I heard Florida got snow, or at least got incredibly cold. For Florida, that is. I always have to kind of temper my response when people tell me about, oh, everything shut down here because it was 30 degrees and or it was icy. I'm like, yeah, we still go to work. We still go to school. Panhandle got snow, apparently. See, somebody said that Florida actually had more snow coverage than Minnesota did. More snowpack was found in Florida. Good news with that 50 though. What's the good news? What's the good news? Plenty of doggles would be... Yes! Actually, that is true. I should take Rupert for a walk. If it's gonna be nice out. He hasn't gone for a walk in so long. He'll probably be insufferable on the walk because he's gonna be like, oh my god, so many smells! But it'll be good for him, for his mental health. It'll be good for me, for my mental health. There's this one girl who gets off the bus a lot of the times about the time I walk Rupert, and she always wants to stop and pet him. She calls him a good boy, and he loves it. You should take one tomorrow. It sounds like a great thing. We can all do it. It's supposed to be like 35 here tomorrow, which is basically 60 degrees after whatever the hell last week was. Would get so hot. I know Rupert loves the cold. He loves to be walked in the cold. If it's more than 70 degrees, he's usually like, I'm dying. I am dying. What are you doing to me? Oh my god, such a good boy. Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Okay, now we're gonna paint in the color of his eyes. Because he got brown eyes because he's full of shit. I say very affectionately. Gosh, it's already 8:30. These painting nights go by so fast to me. They go by so quickly. So I think I want to do... It says 18. I don't have an 18. I don't have an 18. Oh, I do have an 18. Nah. It's over there. Oh, the bots are getting their black cat here. Good job, bots. I really want to do number 9, I think is going to be last because it's black. So I think I'm going to skip ahead. I think I'm going to skip ahead from 9. And I'm not gonna do 10. Actually, we got 11, 10. God, you guys were so close to finishing this. I think next stream we might finish this. And I think last stream I said it would be about 2 streams before we finish, so. So it's about 5 streams, which is about 3 hours each. So if you're trying to think about buying one of these, which you can, exclamation mark project, if you want your own, you can buy these from Great Art. If you want these for yourself, Great Art will have them. I think it's project. Yeah. It's about 15 hours worth of time. And that's with going very meticulously. Like, I'm meticulous about my colors and where they go and how they're gonna line up because I want them to look very good. Our painting of Dagny came out really nice, so. All right. I kind of want to do 18 and be done with the ears. while that layer dries. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's this peachy pinky color. Kind of like a dusty rose almost. Well, they're a Minnesota company. The funny thing is, it took me forever to find their website because I don't spell gray that way. I'm a Grey girl. So when I was trying to like find the link to share with you guys, I couldn't find them because it's Grey in my brain. Always has been. See? So much he's got it. They know. They know. We knew he liked them. Well, we're almost wrapped up here too, Kaz. Thank you for being here. I know it's late for you. Thank you for sharing pictures of those wolfies. Thanks for being a friend. We'll catch you in the Discord space. In about 20 minutes. So normal stream time for me is 6 Central to 9 Central, and it's usually about 9 Central whenever we kind of hit a good stopping point. Thursday will be some more Palia, so if you want to come hang out for cozy game times, you can do that. Same time. Same cat time, same cat channel. I know. I always like when you come by. I was talking to somebody about building Gundams this weekend, and I thought of you. TTRPG! Nice. What module or what style are you playing? Paint miniatures. Oof, I don't know. With my hand cramps, I'd have to get some real good ergonomic paintbrushes. It'd be fun though. It'd be really fun. Oh, I don't know that one. The group that I play with, we play Monster of the Week. So it's a 2d6 move set, basically. Easy to learn for people who aren't used to TTRPGs. Oh yeah, go ahead. Thank you for asking. So then I can pop it open and I can check it out after stream. I already like the artwork, so I will read that after stream. Super easy to learn, has a lot of depth. So that's kind of Monster of the Week. The way that I play it with my group is you could just have like one and done toss away characters, or you could play like we do, where we've kind of built this whole world around our characters and their adventures. And so we can get as in detail as we want to, basically. That's the thing I like about TTRPGs. Even if it's not something that's like super heavy roleplay, you could make it that way. If your group wants to play that way, you can play that way. Sick. That sounds great. Like, Monster of the Week is definitely meant to be more whoever can drop in this week and play. But it's the same. We just switch GMs sometimes and just let people play around. But for the most part, it's the same crew fighting the same, you know, fights together. So, most recent added book, an optional system based on material from Final Fantasy. That's neat. Were you around at all? I can't remember, forgive me, for Extra Life this last year, because I played my very first Final Fantasy game. I think it was Final Fantasy IV. It's a thing that my brother and I did that I really hope we bring back next year, where one of the segments that we did was he picked like 6 games he thought I've never played before. And I picked 6 games and we rolled a dice to see what game each of us was gonna play. And so I got Final Fantasy. He got Five Nights at Freddy's, and I felt bad. He played Five Nights at Freddy's for about 20 minutes, and then I was like, okay, that's enough. You obviously hate this. And then I had him play Webbed, which he'd wanted to play for a really long time, so I'm glad he got a chance to do that. I hope we do that again next year, because that was really fun. Four is your second favorite. Which is your first favorite? I'm not even gonna count like the online open world game, because I played that briefly for like 5 seconds. And I didn't really get into it, and I didn't really consider it a Final Fantasy game at the time, because I was really just there to hang out with my friends, because I missed having something to do with my friends, and I didn't love it. FF 7 or 6? Okay, it's tied. So it's 7 and 6, and then 4. I remember growing up watching my brother play the old Final Fantasy game. Very old ones, like the oldest ones. Like 1 and 2. And just thinking he was so cool, because those games look so hard and complex. Not that they aren't or weren't, but I kind of thought my brother was the coolest. I still do. My brother's pretty damn cool. I wanted to do everything he did. Unfortunately, as happens with little brothers or big brothers and little sisters, he did not necessarily feel the same. Because I was a needy little sister. You'll make me a Final Fantasy fan yet? Yeah, between you and my brother, maybe. Between you and my brother, maybe. I gotta get that to dry. Man, that is looking so good. Ah, it's looking so good. I think we'll finish next stream, honestly. I actually do have Dragon Quest. I have Dragon Quest 2. I have Dragon Quest 2. I played like 2 or 3 hours of it. I played a couple hours. And then I think Monster Hunter World came out, and I got very distracted by that. I'll have to look at my Switch and see which one I do have, because I don't remember. Now I don't remember. I think it's 2. I think it's 2. And Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest? I think those might be more able to catch your interest. 11 is so chill and fun. Okay, cool. You have like 300 hours in it? Wow. That's like me with Palia. I have like 200 some hours in Palia right now. That's a lot of hours to be playing a video game. But when it's an open world type situation that's there's not really an end. You do so much hunting and gathering and farming and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'll check out more of the Dragon Quest games. They've been recommended to me pretty heavily in the past, so you're just giving me more reason to check them out. Play it for like an hour before. See, that's what people were telling me, is that it's a good short dose. It's a good game that you can just kind of play in short doses, which I sort of like. I like getting sucked into things for sure, but it is kind of nice to be like, nope, I'm playing this for an hour. That's one of the reasons why I liked Cozy Grove, is because Cozy Grove is really meant to only be like 45 minutes to an hour each day. Like, you can keep playing beyond that, but you don't get new quests, you don't get new anything. Once you've completed everything for that day, it's just kind of done until the next day, which is kind of nice. That there is a actual stopping point where it quits benefiting you to keep playing. Like, you can, but the game itself even tells you to take breaks. It's like, hey, you've been playing for an awful long time and you found all the things for today, so maybe it's a good time to go take a break. A weird ass song. When you load the game, it gives you a summary of the story so far, so it's easy to pick that. Oh, I love that. I love that. All right. I think that's enough. God, he looks so good. Looks so good, you guys. So happy. All right, bye. I'm gonna do one last coat of the eyes, and then we're gonna find our raid target. Because I think, to be very honest, we'll probably finish this next stream. We will probably finish this next stream. Or get doggone close. See what I did there? See what I did there? Thank you. That was exactly as hard as you want it to be. Oh, I love that. I like when games allow you to be like, I want this to be more challenging, or nah, I'm good. All right. Gotta leave that open. Let's find our way over to Twitch World and see who is on right now doing the thing. Oh my God. You shush. We don't need a DJ right now. feel like my normal Monday night folks just don't stream on Monday nights anymore. I think we raided Heather last time. We raided Case, we raided Heather before that. Maybe, okay, let me go. I'm gonna check out Makers and Crafting and just see who maybe is doing some things. We got some diamond painting. We got some diamond art. Finding books. Wait a second. Wait a second. Someone is binding books? Oh, we're gonna go make a new friend tonight. You guys, we're gonna go check out Kirk Nervous. Because binding books sounds real cool. Please grab our raid call if you're gonna join us. I would highly recommend, if you're hanging out in the street right now, that you come and join us. Because it always makes somebody's day to get a raid, and I love doing that for people. So even if you have to raid and run, come in, drop the little alert, and then have a night. But let's go meet a new friend. This wonderful individual seems to be doing a book binding, and I'm so excited about this because I've wanted to learn how to do book binding so bad. I've wanted to learn how to do it so bad. So, thank you for being here with me. Please drop a follow. If you've been hanging out here tonight, I would love to hang out with you more. Drop a follow. And you can always find us in the Discord. I am live on Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central. Mondays we craft, Thursdays we game, unless the ADHD takes us elsewhere. And right now our fixation has been on Palea and Balatro, so it's usually going to be one of those. We will catch you Thursday, 6 p.m. Central. And then next week, I'm actually not streaming because I'll be traveling. So, well, I'll probably stream Monday, but I will not be back on Thursday. So I'm thinking Monday we'll finish up Rupert. And I'm going to go look into Dragon Quest. I'm going to go look into this TTRPG that Dennis sent too. So thank you for being here, friends. Again, if you've been hanging out and having a good time, please drop a follow. And ranks are coming up twice. Great, great. Love that for me. They didn't show up at all before, and now they're everywhere. As always, my friends, please stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, make good choices, and I will catch you guys. I'll catch you guys later this week. Have a good one.